Maybe something recently changed in your life. A door closed. A relationship shifted. A plan didn't work out the way you expected. And you're still trying to understand why. Sometimes the hardest reasons to accept are the ones we never planned for. Because what feels confusing right now may actually be God working quietly behind the scenes. Even when we cannot see what He is doing, He is still guiding our steps. God never removes something without purpose. Sometimes opportunities disappear unexpectedly. Something you hoped would work out simply doesn't. And in those moments, it can feel like progress has stopped. But sometimes a closed door is actually protection. We all make plans for our future. Plans about work. Plans about relationships. Plans about where life is heading. But sometimes God lovingly redirects us because He sees a path ahead that we cannot yet see. One of the hardest things to understand is when people leave our lives, especially when we thought they would stay. But not everyone is meant to walk with you into the next season God is preparing. Sometimes separation is not rejection. Sometimes it is redirection. Loss can feel heavy. It can feel confusing. It can even feel unfair. But God often works through moments that we don't immediately understand, because His vision is bigger than ours. There are things God sees that we cannot see yet, conversations we never heard, situations we never noticed, paths that could have led us somewhere painful. Sometimes what God removes is what was going to hurt us later. God sees your future clearly. He sees the road ahead. He knows the timing. And even when life feels uncertain, He is still leading you forward step by step. Nothing about your journey surprises Him. Sometimes distractions feel like opportunities. Sometimes comfort feels like progress. But God knows what truly moves you closer to the purpose He created you for. So He gently removes what would slow you down, even when it's difficult to understand at first. God's guidance is not only about direction, it is also about protection. There are moments when He quietly changes your path to keep you from something you were never meant to carry. And later in life, you may look back and understand why. Faith means trusting God before the path becomes clear. It means believing that even in uncertainty, He is still working. Even now, He is preparing something ahead of you that you cannot yet imagine. What you lost does not define your future. What changed does not cancel God's plan for your life. Sometimes the very moment that feels like an ending is actually the beginning of something better. Trust His timing, trust His direction, and trust that He is still leading you forward today. Comment, I believe. Subscribe.